Episode 3, Season 3 of Bath to Glory here on the Tacticali YouTube channel. It's been a decent start to the season, although we have started to fall off perhaps a little bit. We've made a couple of new signings as well. So let's dive into Football Manager. I'll talk you through it and we'll get into our first of two matches in today's episode. And whilst you're at it, you might as well hit subscribe and like the video. It really helps us out. Since we were with you, though, for that Scunthorpe game, our good form sort of continued. We drew with Solihull Moors 1-1, drew with Barnet 2-2, a win against Boston in between that, but it's kind of come crashing down to earth with a 4-1 defeat to Forest Green Rovers. What I do want to show you, though, if I can figure out how to do it, because I don't really do this very often, is show you the highlights of this game, specifically just the goals of this match, please. Let's go, because what you're about to see is the goal of the year, the goal of the decade. It was perfect in this win over Boston. Can I don't do this very often. Can we have a look at the goals, please? Apparently not. Let's figure this out. You're watching me live on air. Try and figure out how to replay the goals. Yes, I'd like to look at the goals, please. Go. There you go. I think I've done it. I just want to look at the third goal, to be honest, because Babalola has scored what is, quite frankly, not the type of goal we expected him to score, to be honest. Yeah, you can see in this game against Boston, at Boston as well, so I wasn't expecting much. They are one of the more fancied teams in this division. If I remember correctly, it wasn't his first goal as well that put us ahead. Stuttle and Hanks. We have signed another Hanks, actually, which makes it very difficult. Ebo plays it forward, and Babalola, out of nowhere, what a goal that is. Just absolutely stunning. I don't know how he did it. Absolutely beautiful. 35 yards out screamer, and he's done that. But anyway, obviously since then, defeat to Forest Green Rovers, which has seen us drop down to 8th in the table. Importantly, 4 points clear of the drop zone. That's the only thing we care about really this season. We have made a couple of new additions to the team as well. We have signed Daniel Watts. As you saw, we had a bid accepted at the end of last episode. He has come in potentially League 2 standard. He is quite decent. Hopefully will grow with the team as well. A lot of leading National League North-South players in this team with League 2 potential, which is quite decent. Justin Hanks you already know about. Let's see, what other players have we signed? Daniel Watts you know about. Harry Watts you also know about, I believe. Yes, we've dropped him a little bit. I'm going to get those two very confused. Daniel Watts is the better one. I need to remind myself of that. We have made signing in goal Lawrence Fernandez. I mentioned that we might be replacing Shombe. We have now done so. He is at this standard, although he has had an absolute shocker, to be honest, in the last game in that Forest Green Rovers game, conceding 4 goals, getting a 5.8 rating. Hopefully he improves a little bit on that. And the other signing that we have just made, so won't be, I don't think he's about at the minute. We haven't. Oh, here he is, Cole Ramsey. There you go. On loan from Bristol City for the season. He is potentially a League One standard. Comes in immediately the best player for us, which means Will Jenkins-Davis, who is a bit of a legend, to be honest, at the club. He was crucial last season, but we've dropped him. He will be on the bench. We have dropped him though, so potentially that's a bit controversial. We have let a couple of players go out on loan then, and we are looking at bringing in Ayatunde as well. He looks very impressive. We are looking at bringing him in on loan. He's in on trial at the minute to get a bit, so we can basically scout him for free, which I like doing. What was the other thing? Yes, we've let a few players go out on loan. You might have noticed. Sam Keatley has gone out on loan to Tooting and Mitcham, and then Bakong has gone out on loan as well. Both of them agreed to be regular starters. Maybe a bit lower than I would have expected them to be. We have also put out feelers for Nanskeveld to go out on loan, and a few others as well. So that's the admin done. Let's go to the match against Spennymoor in this episode. No Ayatunde. Again, he's just in on loan, in on trial at the minute, I should say. But, decent team. Is slowly improving. I do want to have a look at the season preview. I know we're a couple of games in. It's still got us down in 18th now, so we've improved a little bit. We're very much in this battle just above the relegation zone. Football Manager seems to think we'll have enough to survive. I'm just worried, given that result against Forest Green Rovers, that we're about to kick off a little bit of bad form. That's my worry. That's why we've come back for this episode, to try and get past it. Spennymoor, they are around us in the league after 5 games, so we'll see if we can kick on and beat one of the teams that's currently around us. And then we've got Altrincham, I believe, in the second game of this episode. They are a little bit further down the table as it stands. It's 2 games in this episode to take us to the end of episode 3, and then we'll come back at some point in Monday's episode for episode 4. Over Christmas, I'll have a think about what videos I'll upload as well. But thank you for the support. Again, it's just a lot of fun to make these videos, and if you're enjoying them, then that is the main thing. We're going to encourage our players and go a bit more positive. We haven't really started in this game. They've got 2 shots on target. We have not done much, and the first highlight starts with Jones throwing in the ball for Spennymoor Town, who really, I don't get the vibe. I don't get National League vibe from them. I think they've always historically been a bit lower than National League level, but they're doing brilliantly, and I shouldn't have offended them, because Leo Graham has put them 1-0 up, and my worries of potentially some bad form starting might be realised. We need to fire up our players, I think. We've not really got started in this match at all, which is starting to make me think, and I am starting to think that maybe this homegrown system that I've come up of a very narrow 4-1-2-1-2 is probably not the way forward. If this episode doesn't go well, I might be back in the next episode with a new tactic, potentially, and we might have some emergency wingers signed. Hold fire on that for now. We'll see how this episode goes. Woodthorpe back to our new goalkeeper Ferdinand. Plays it long and no one's there again. Despite us having 2 players up there, no one is there to get the ball back, and McKeon's got it back to Jones, Beals and Eppier as they try and build something down this right hand side, I should say. Waldron has it, intercepted by Woodthorpe, who plays it out for a throw. Weird decision that one. He had plenty of time, but okay. And Jones has it. He's got a long throw. Oh dear. He's headed away. Not fully dealt with. It's back to Ashfield. Back to Ashfield again. Waldron plays it long. Is that gone out for a goal kick? It's out for a goal kick. Is that the end of the highlight, or are we going to carry on? That is the end of the highlight. Not really sure what came of that, other than me worrying a little bit too much. Jones has it again for a throw-in, and this is a similar position to where they got their goal from, I think, if I remember correctly. Waldron through to Ashfield. We need to stick a foot in. That is... What Ferdinand's just fallen to the floor. What's he done there? He's literally just fallen to the floor. How is he on a 7.1? What saves has he been making that means he's on a 7.1? Dear me, we're in a spot of bother here. I think we're going to have to change tactics. I'll give it until the end of the episode. Might not even give it to the end of this half. 3-0 down to Spennymoor Town. I thought we'd stood a chance in this game. Yeah, this is poor from us. 4-1 to Forest Green Rovers and now 3-0 to Spennymoor Town. It could even get worse. We're meant to be at home. Oh dear me. This has been terrible. This has been terrible. We're in a lot of trouble here. The thing is, when you get in a run of form like this, it doesn't naturally sort itself out. I reckon we could be changing tactics very soon. Well, I know I said I'd give it to the end of this episode. I might come back for the next game with a new tactic. We'll see. Not sure for now. There's not a lot we can do mid-game, is there, to be honest. Let's bring on Stevenson for Stuttle, who's having an absolute shocker of a game. Let's bring on Jenkins-Davis for Ramsey, who's having a debut to forget. And we'll leave it at that for now. There's no saving this game, is there, really? There's not a lot we can do, to be honest. It's just not great, is it? Like 3-0 to Spennymoor Town. What's that do to us in the league? I imagine we're down into the bottom half now. Yeah, it was 16th. Dear, that is poor, isn't it? It's our goal difference that's taken an absolute hammering as well these past 2 games. 7 goals conceded with just the 1 scored, and nothing coming from that. Could it be about to be 8 goals conceded in well, not even 2 games, 1.5 games, pretty much. It's here they've hit the post. Only the post saving us from conceding 8 goals in 180 minutes of 150 minutes of football. It's just not good enough, is it? Let's berate our players. It really is not good enough at all, to be honest. Let's bring on, why not, Brooking. Considering we're meant to have some good defenders as well, I'm really not sure what's gone on here, to be honest. It's not very... I don't know. I don't even know what the word is. Not very good. Good is the word. Not promising at all. We've managed 1 shot on target against Spennymoor Town, who are nothing special themselves, if we're honest. They've got a corner now, a chance to do something for them. Jones, who has been one of their better players, I think, in this match, whips it in. Can he get an assist? No. It comes out to Harry Ashfield. Wide of the shot. Wide of the goal. I think I'm going to come back with a new tactic and potentially with it some new signings, because this is worrying. It's not like we've even had chances. We've just not played very well at all. Stevenson scored. That's quite a good goal, actually. That's quite a good goal. Well, it's a very good goal. The issue is we've got so many central midfielders now that I don't really know what formation we could play that will accommodate the bucket load of midfielders we've got. Ideally 2 strikers as well, because we've got quite a few of them in the building as well. You know, we've started the season thinking we're going to go one way and one tactic and stick it through. We built our team around that one tactic, and now, we're looking at potentially changing tactic, and we don't have the players for it. We don't have the squad for it, and it's going to be a bit of a hodgepodge, I think, to start with. And you don't want to admit defeat before you've even got there. But I think we're going to have to, 7 goals conceded and just 2 scored in the last 2 matches. We're going to make some changes, I think. I'll be back for the Altrincham game with potentially a new tactic. And we're back for game number 2 against Altrincham, which has posed us with a little bit of an issue. We have made a signing. We have brought in Tyrell Cavill, from Fulham, actually. He looks very good. He does look very good. Slight issue is he's the only winger we've got, which currently leaves us playing Will Jenkins-Davis out on the right-hand side, someone who doesn't play there. Hopefully, because he's an inside forward, he can cope, is my only kind of hope at this point. Do wonder what that's done to us, with us having to change. It kept us 18th, so we have we've solidified there. Altrincham were below us by quite some distance going into that match, but because of the goal difference and us losing, and they must have won last time out, they're now ahead of us. So maybe this match that I thought would have been a good morale booster is not going to be that. We'll go with this team. It is harsh on some players we've had to drop. Babalola has been good. He will drop to the bench, though. Miller comes back in. There is no place on the bench for Akinwele or Page, who was our starting DM. He is now gone. Stevenson has been released, as has Greenwood. They were both out of contract, weren't they? They were both out of contract, but just to free up a bit of wage budget for hopefully some players who will be coming in. Let's go to this match against Altrincham and see if we can get something from it. Mark Jimmy